everyone, I'm Mike Manjos and welcome to Market Wrap, a weekly overview to what's driving the luxury watch industry. So it was a short weekend this week, one less day at home and one less kid at home. One gone away to college, one getting ready to leave in 2 weeks, so not normal, but it's starting to get back to feel like a regular pace. I'm also starting to realize how much I'm going to miss the full house of COVID times. It was definitely a different world with everybody was home. Now everybody's kind of getting back to their own place. And now I'm back in Philly in the middle of this beautiful monsoon. So this week we had 3 awesome watches come across my desk. So the first one we're going to hit on is a Panerai. And it's the PAM 693. Most of you probably haven't heard of the 693. It was a 100-piece limited edition, so a real small number, made for Harrods. Green dial, titanium on a bracelet. We don't see a lot of Panerais on bracelets. This one also has a very cool green strap that comes with it. But anything that's a 100-piece limited, we love to come through because they're just not going to turn up very often. And any of the Harrods limited editions have always done pretty well. So we expect this one to move out pretty quickly. The second piece we had this week was one of my all-time favorites, and it's a classic Patek Philippe. It's the 5140P, so the platinum version, with the 001 blue dial. So when this watch came out, it was the hottest thing. It was like the first perpetual with a blue dial we'd seen in a long time. Patek Perpetuals have softened up over the last couple of years, but this to me, now that it's discontinued, is a super iconic version, one of the best variations I've seen them make, and I just love blue dials, so I think this one that somebody will have a great opportunity to grab. The last piece this week is a Lange. Everybody knows I'm a Lange junkie. It's another perpetual. So comparing to the Patek, it's a 38.5 millimeter micro rotor, beautiful white gold, but again, the black dial. It's a piece they made in very limited numbers, just for a couple of years. Again, it's discontinued. The only perpetual Lange has left in the collection is the honey gold. So this Lange black dial perpetual, I'm sure will not last long. So the market seems to remain very strong, especially in Rolex and sports Pateks. The Swiss franc continues to strengthen against the dollar. I think we're at 109 this morning. It's driving prices higher in the US. Hulks are being posted at 17 to 18,000, up from just 15,000 a few weeks ago. And Aquanauts and Nautiluses are climbing back up. The new goods are flowing with regularity, but does not seem to be dampening the secondary market in any way. I had expected, and I think I talked about it on the show maybe a month or two ago, that once the new goods started to flow, I expected the secondary market to soften, and it has not happened at all. Apparently there was a lot of pent-up demand, keeping prices at a very high level. It seems like we're going to continue that trend, and hopefully it'll stay the same throughout the rest of the summer. We're also seeing strong interest in some of the smaller brands. Now, Journe is obviously skyrocketing. Everybody's talking about it. It's all over the internet. Everybody's seeing it. It's big interest in the vintage pieces. But now we're starting to see some interest in Moser, MB&F. The strength seems to be spreading throughout the market, which is a great thing to see. I hate to see things just concentrated in a few models. It's nice to see people venturing out into different pieces. We had a legacy machine that went up, lasted 2 days on the site. It's just great to see that interest in some of these smaller brands that we love to see and promote. I think the current travel restrictions are driving clients to their home markets, driving demand here, especially in the US, and with Hong Kong and Europe staying closed for the foreseeable future, I think that's going to continue in the near term. We haven't had a confirmation yet, but we're all anxiously awaiting the new releases from Rolex. I expect this is going to happen September 1st from what we're hearing. I think this is going to make the market drive even more. Tudor introduced it at 58 blue, and it made a huge stir in the market. So I can't imagine what Rolex is going to do when they introduce their new pieces. It'll totally change the dynamic, and it should keep all the interest driving along. So the last thing we're going to talk about today is what we are buying. Similar to last week, the Explorer 2 Whites are on a run. A lot of rumors that they're going to go away, so we're chasing a lot of those. We're also trying to build up a little business in MB&F. Anybody who knows Max's history does some amazing pieces. We're always these really crazy pieces, and now there's some classic versions that have been super successful. We really think there's a great opportunity in that brand, and I think it's a little bit underappreciated at this point. So it's a brand we're keeping our eye on. And the last piece is always Journe, Journe, and more Journe. It doesn't seem to be slowing down at all. More and more people are getting on to the momentum, understanding, appreciating the brand. We're going to continue investing, committing to it, and being involved in it. So we look forward to that going on for a long time. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And always feel free to reach out to our team with any questions or inquiries about anything you see here.